Haleluya. Kwa majina kama tutakumbushana, naitwa Maureen Mossi. Samarita kurupunga Maureen Mossi. Nimeokoka na shukuru Mungu, mimi ni mshuhudaji kwamba Mungu anaweza. Nitorete kwa kanakasema biamoro mimi nje ngwate. Those who know me well call me favor because I'm favored. Bali bamete biba kondoka. I do say I'm a gift. I'm grace. I'm a gift of grace. You can say a daughter of grace. Amen. Bwana asifiwe. Kama ninaeleza habari. Kama andika leo. Kama kuna mtu atakuwa anaandika, the topic ni restoring the lost hope. Matumaini yaelekee. Asante. Nitaomba tu mtu kama anaweza soma na mimi. Second Kings chapter 4. Verse 8. Almost hadi oisana na isatu. Tutaenda na yeye iko hadi 28. Totirimboke mpaka emerongevele na isano na isatu. Tutajump to 30. Totumetoka emerongevele 3. Tutajump to 30 tusome 30 peke yake na tujump tuende 35 to end 36. Somebody please.
The word of God says, now it happened one day that Elisha went to Shunem, where there was a notable woman, and she constrained him to eat some food. So it was as often as he passed by that he turned in there to eat some food. And she said to her husband, look now, I know this is a holy man of God, who passes by us regularly. Please let us make a small upper room on the wall. Let us put a bed for him there, and a table, and a chair, and a lampstand, so it will be whenever he comes to us, he can turn in there. And it happened that one day that he came there, and he turned in to the upper room to lay down there. Then she said to Gehazi, his servant, call the Shunammite woman. When he had called her, she stood before him. She said to him, say now to her, look, you have been concerned for us with all this care. What can I do for you? Do you want me to speak on your behalf to the king or to the commander of the army? And she answered, I dwell among my own people. So she said, when this is to be done, then he said, what then is to be done for her? And Gehazi answered, actually she has no son, and her husband is old. And he said, call her. When he had called her, she stood in the doorway. Then he said, about this time next year, you shall embrace a son. And she said, no, my lord, man of God, do not lie to your maidservant. And the woman conceived and bore a son when the appointed time had come, of which Elisha had told her. So the child grew. Now it happened one day that he went out to his father, to the reapers, and he said to his father, my father, my head. So he said to the servant, carry him to his mother. When he had taken him and brought him to his mother, he sat on her knees till noon, then died. And she went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God, shut the door upon him, and went out. Then she called to her husband and said, please send me one of the young men and one of the donkeys, that I may run to the man of God and come back. So he said, why are you going to him today? It is neither the new moon nor the Sabbath. And she said, it is well. Then she saddled a donkey and said to her servant, drive and go forward. Do not slacken the pace for me unless I tell you. So she departed and went to the man of God at Mount Carmel. And so it was when the man of God saw her afar off, that he said to his servant Gehazi, look, there is the Shunammite woman. Please run now to meet her, and say to her, Is it well with you? Is it well with your husband? Is it well with the child? And she answered, it is well. Now she came to the man of God at the hill. She caught him by the feet, but Gehazi came near to push her away. But the man of God said, let her alone, for her soul is indeed distress, and the Lord has hidden it from me and has not told me. And she said, did I ask a son of my Lord? Did I not say, do not deceive me? Verse 30, and the mother of the child said, as the Lord lives and as your soul lives, I will not leave you. She arose and followed her.